Hello, everyone. It's Mike Schoonover with the 812 Living Group and host of the 812 and You blog. Today, I am joined by CEO of King Financial Repair, a published author, and a nationally known credit repair expert. I'm joined today by Julia King. Julia, how are you?
Good, Michael. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us. Hey, I had the opportunity of listening to you talk to a group of me and my colleagues. I thought your backstory was very interesting, and certainly the service that you provide is helpful to my clients who are hoping to buy a home and get mortgages. But certainly, credit is expands across a lot of different financial areas, right? So talk to us a little bit about your backstory and why you decided to start a credit repair company.
Absolutely. The reason I got into credit repair was because I wanted to be able to give back. I grew up in foster care, and my parents never taught me, or no one ever taught me about what a credit report was or how that was done. So when I got my first apartment at 16, I was evicted. At 18, I went to go get a cell phone. They told me I had a bad credit report and eviction. I had no clue what any of that was because, just like most people today, their parents don't teach them. Um, that's actually why my book's Good Credit, What No One Ever Taught You, because that's the number one thing we hear from our clients.
Yeah.
So I felt like I wanted to fix my own. 2005, I was a realtor in South Carolina until 2007. Got out of real estate when the housing crisis fell. Went back, moved up to Kentucky with my newborn to go to college and help people, other people fix their credit. And while I was in school for social work, I realized 2 months beforehand that there's too much policy and procedure, that I really wasn't changing lives. And that I loved being able to watch my friends buy houses and be able to help other people. So I opened my business in February of 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing credit repair full time for 8.5 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. You have a history of your own credit troubles or struggles, right? Just because you weren't taught, and now you've kind of spun that around to give back and are paying it forward in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, in your experience, your personal experience in working with others, why is having good credit so important?
The average person that's making $50,000 a year is wasting $900 a month by having bad credit. What could you do with an extra $10,000 a year in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Those vacations, you could build some wealth, could save for your retirement. Credit is involved with everything from the ability to purchase a home. If someone has lower credit, they're not going to be able to go out and either qualify or qualify with good rates. Buying a car, super important. You're going to get 0% because the treasury rate right now is 0, or you're going to pay 24%. And being able to have good credit is going to change your payment by $300 or $400 a month for the same car as your neighbor has.
Yeah. So is that where you say you're wasting $900? Is that where it comes in? Is the rate?
The most of it, yes. So if you're renting a house for $1,000, you could probably buy that house for 500
Okay.
monthly payment.
Yeah.
So you're wasting 500.
Gotcha.
And then the car loans, those are eating up several under 100. Your insurance rates on autos, your health insurance, your homeowner's insurance, everything's based off of credit, and they have different tiers.
Yeah.
Instead of using
It's pretty interesting too, because a lot of people don't realize that their insurance rate is impacted by their credit score as well, right?
We're on the other side of the river, but here in Kentucky, it's 40% higher with that credit.
Wow. So there is some cost to having bad credit, right?
Yes.
So how does your service work? If someone says, "Hey, I think I've got bad credit," or they know they've been turned down for some stuff, how do you begin that relationship with them and help them improve their credit?
The first thing we'll do is either they can go to our Calendly app and schedule with us, or they can call in and talk to someone on the phone. We've got a pretty big team that are dealing with clients 24/7. We'll send them a link to pull a copy of their report. So investing $1 is going to get them a 15-minute phone consultation with a certified expert. We're going to log into the report, see what it is that's going on, see if we can help them out. And then we go from there to see if we want them as a client and if it's a good fit for everyone.
Okay. Okay. So it literally cost them $1 for their first consultation with you.
Correct.
Okay. That's awesome.
We'll give them a
S- say again.
we'll give them the dollar back
Oh,
if
wow.
they're not happy. They're
Oh,
going to learn so much that they had no idea.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That's awesome. So who is King Financial Repair? Who is your ideal client?
our ideal client is someone who's looking to purchase a home,
Mhm.
someone who either has a home or they want to refinance that house to lower their interest rate. People who are able to pay their bills right now on time, but at some point in the past they couldn't. They either lost a job, got sick, or went through a divorce.
Mhm.
Bad things happen to good people, and we're here to pick them back up.
Oh, wow. So ideally, they've stabilized, but they've got some dings on their credit that are just holding them back or costing them more money. So, pardon me. What are one or two pieces of advice that you could say people could do proactively to help improve their score?
Proactively invest in a dollar. Everybody needs to be tracking their credit reports. It doesn't mean that you missed a payment, but you could have traded in a car and upgraded,
Hmm.
and the car lot didn't pay off the bill in time, and now you have a 30-day late. Everybody needs to constantly be monitoring their credit and make sure that the things that are on there are reporting accurately.
Okay.
Making sure that you have a credit card and that you're using it appropriately. 30% of a credit report is, do you have a credit card? We've got products where you can easily take 2 minutes online and apply for it, and it's going to report 6 times a month.
Okay. So you actually can help steer them to an appropriate credit card that will help them get closer where they need to be.
Yes, and that keeps them from having to go into a bank or somewhere else.
Sure.
They can just do it from the comfort of their home too.
Okay.
We've, and we have installment accounts as well.
Okay.
You need to have different types of credit. Bad credit is just as bad for you as no credit when you're applying for anything,
Yeah.
because you have to prove that you can pay the bills on time. So having credit building products helps them get back over to you, Michael, so that they can get qualified for a house.
Sure. Sure. So we talked about a couple of positive things they can do. What are some things that one or two things that people should avoid doing that are damaging their credit?
I can only pick one or two.
Uh, maybe the two top ones that you see.
Okay. Number one, don't listen to Google. Google's out there to try to confuse you. An example of how it's out there to confuse you is the credit bureaus. They're not government agencies, they're data warehouses. They want as much data as possible. So you're going to find on Google that checking your own credit is bad for you, but it's really not. So you definitely, obviously, being aware of the things that are going on in all three bureaus. And right now, everybody can get a free credit report without a score once a week because of COVID.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Another thing not to do, if you start building credit, make sure that you're buying the things in the order that you want to. You don't want to go out and get approved for the home loan and then decide you want to go get a new car and you want to buy furniture for your house before you close on it. Get your big ticket items closed in your name first,
Mhm.
and then make the other purchases later.
Yeah. Amen to that. I've had more than one deal fall apart because someone decided to buy furniture on financing before they moved into the house. So I certainly can appreciate that. So you talked about the initial, essentially free consultation, right? What does it cost to work with you going forward if you decide that you're a good fit?
It depends on what's going on. Typically, we tell people to expect 6 months. There are a lot of times, probably 30-40% of the time, where we're telling you it's not going to be 6 months, it's going to be 2 or 3 months.
Hmm.
We want to have realistic expectations.
Sure.
If you're not done in 6 months, you're doing something wrong. And so we always keep in communication with the client and with the referral partner, so we're all on the same page. We create an analysis and an analyzer, and we do the plan of action and get them into our system on King Financial Repair and get them to upload their documents to us. That fee goes up to $299. If they're law enforcement or military or first responder, we give them a $100 discount for that.
Okay.
And then we tackle everything that the client lets us go after. We do ask if there's anything they don't want us to challenge that's on the credit report, and then we tackle everything all at once. We don't piece it, 2 or 3 items here or there. So we get the quickest results.
Yeah. Yeah. I just looking at some of the stuff that you do and listening to you talk. I think it's fair to say that if people follow your guidance and your process, your service is going to pay more than pay for the cost that they would have with your service. Yeah.
It becomes free. I mean,
Yeah.
they pay us, but and then a couple of months they're paying themselves back.
Sure. So if people want to get in touch with you, they want to get some more information or they want to schedule that call, where can they go?
I'll send you the Cannaly app, the link to schedule, or they can call our phone number 502-689-1001. Again, that's 502-689-1001.
Great. And I will put that link that you send me. I'll put that in the notes section and the phone number. Look, I love what you're doing. I love how you're helping people. I get them on this side of things where they're actually finalizing the purchase of their home. And a lot of times you're helping them get to that point. So appreciate your service and what you're doing for our clients.
Absolutely. I'd love to help you out. And don't forget to mention us to your loan officers that you're working with.
All right, will do. Julia, thanks for joining us. This is Julia King, CEO of King Financial Repair. And again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, if you'd like to have updates on Southern Indiana events, news, and real estate information you can use delivered directly to your email inbox, visit us at 812living.com/blog. That's 812living.com/blog and sign up for alerts.